Welcome to my Scotch kitchen. I'm Daniela Forbes and today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect accompaniments to a delicious Scotch beef steak. We're going to do a classic Béarnaise sauce and an easy peasy herb butter. This is what we're going to need for the herb butter. This is incredibly simple to make and it's going to elevate your steak from just great to amazing. All we need to do is mix together some really simple ingredients. We've got 125 grams of softened butter, some crushed garlic, flat leaf parsley and thyme. So let's pop those into a bowl. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Now we're just going to mix that all together. Just make sure all the herbs and garlic have been mixed well so you don't get any big lumps. When that's well mixed together, we're just going to make a sausage shape in some cling film. Now I've just laid out a sheet of cling film on the workbench and I'm just going to take all of that lovely butter into the centre of the cling film. Then I'm going to fold the cling film into the middle and what we're looking for is a nice sausage shape. Hold on to the sides and just roll it along. We'll just finish rolling it up. Make sure it's evenly sized all along so that when you cut it, the slices are all the same width. There you go. It's ready to be popped in the fridge to chill. Next, let's make a luxurious Béarnaise sauce. This is the classic French accompaniment to steak, and for me, it doesn't get any better. It takes a little bit of time to make, but it's well worth it for a special occasion. This is what we'll need. We're going to start by making a reduction with some white wine vinegar. So we're going to get a small pan and pop in 6 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, 6 tablespoons of water, 1 shallot finely chopped, about 6 peppercorns. Finally, and this is what's going to give it a lovely flavour, we're going to add some tarragon. Pop them in too. Now we're going to pop that pan onto a medium heat, and the idea is we just need to reduce that down until it's about 2 tablespoons full. It's going to take about 10 minutes. Now while the tarragon vinegar is reducing, I'm just going to prepare the rest of the tarragon leaves to go in it right at the end. So just finely chop them. Okay, I'm just going to pop the chopped herbs into a little bowl just to save myself time at the end. That's reduced down. Let's take it off the heat now. I'm going to grab a little bowl and a fine sieve. I'm going to pass it through now, just to get rid of all those lumps. Just want to make sure now we get all the juice coming out of those shallots, a little squash down. Then pop it back into the pan, back on the heat, just for 30 seconds so it's nice and hot. And now we're going to add our egg yolks with about a tablespoon of water. Now do this off the heat. Then take a whisk, make sure the whisk can get right into the corners of your pan. You're going to whisk it up. It's going to take about a minute. Once that's nice and pale, I'm going to pop it back on a low heat now. Now this is a bit you need to be very careful with. Okay, you need to keep whisking constantly. Now we know it's ready for the butter when we can see the lines at the bottom of the pan from the whisk. Now it's ready for the butter to go in. I'm going to start slowly, 1 lump at a time, mixing it in. Keep adding lumps in. As soon as they melt, I'm going to add the rest. So once the butter is all blended in and it's looking emulsified and thick, take it off the heat. That's the basic sauce ready. Now you just have to add your last aromatics in at the end. Now add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to lighten and brighten the flavour, a pinch of sea salt and some fresh chopped tarragon. And now taste it. And there we have it, finished Béarnaise sauce, delicious with a Scotch beef steak.